my name's Sarah. Thanks for joining me today. I feel like you're going to be sick of the sight of me this week because I've gone from posting barely anything for a few weeks to posting seemingly endlessly in 1 week. So yeah, sorry about that. It won't carry on forever, but I'm trying to keep in the routine of doing Friday sews. This is going to be quite a quick one because you'll have had a couple of other videos from me already this week. So yeah, what have I been up to? So the main thing that's happened since last Friday is the pictures have been released from my photo shoot with Sew Over It. They've released their new pattern, the Frankie jacket. The turnaround was really fast. So the photo shoot was on Thursday, I think it was the 9th of March or around then. So just before I went to Paris. It was due to be released last week and then was postponed a little bit. So yeah, but isn't it a great pattern? I can't wait to make one myself, actually. I sort of think, though, is it a bit lame to just pretty much remake the one they made me for the shoot? I don't know. Because I just love that shade of pink. They picked it after seeing my Vivian coat, which I made from their Vintage Dreaming ebook. And they were like, that's the colour. So, and now that is sort of becoming, I'm making loads of stuff in pink at the minute. But no, I had the best time. I still sort of can't believe whenever I hear from a brand and they're like, do you want to come and take some photos, or do you want to work with me on this or whatever? I'm always a bit like, really? It's really flattering to be asked, but I had loads of fun. The team there are so nice, and they've got another couple of really fab patterns coming out over the next couple of months. And yeah, the Frankie is an absolute treat to start with. So yeah, so I'll talk about the Frankie a little bit. So it's sort of like almost a boxy fit jacket, but it's not massively oversized. It has different options in terms of, like, I think there's like a curved collar and then there's like a more angular collar. In terms of the sleeves, there's a darted sleeve, and then there's a sort of, I don't know if you call it a balloon sleeve, but there's like a cuffed sleeve with a bit more volume. It's lined and just generally really nice. Oh, there are 2 pocket options as well. There's like patch pocket and then there's an angled pocket. So I think, looking at the one they made me, I think I'll swap out so I'd have angled pockets rather than the patch pockets. And I might go for the more angular collar as well, and then keep those sleeves, maybe? Don't know. Anyway, I'm on the lookout for the right fabric and the right lining. But that was really, really good fun, and I got some messages on Instagram from people who'd seen it. So thank you if you are someone who has messaged about that. It's really, really sweet of you. And no, it was just fun. What a fun way to spend a day. What can I say? So that was one of the main things. In terms of sewing, I've not done loads this week. It's been very, very busy at work. You will see this dress in the background, which you might have already seen if you've watched my latest Little Miss So-and-so unboxing video. This is the Sew Liberated Hinterland dress. The fabric is a Lady McElroy cotton lawn. And yeah, this was all the stuff in my February box from Little Miss So-and-so. So that is the it's the All Set to Sew, So Luxurious subscription box. I'm not giving this box. I buy it myself and then just choose to make the video because I really enjoyed watching everyone else's unboxing videos, because you can all pick different pattern, different fabric, and I just like seeing the combinations that people have chosen and then seeing the garments made up. I won't go into too much detail about this because I've done another video where I yabber on about it, but I'm really pleased with it. I made no adjustments. The fit is pretty good, actually, I have to say. And I was a bit worried about it because of issues I've had with this type of bodice in the past. But no, I've just really enjoyable make. So if you're interested, check out my other video, my unboxing for the March box. And I'll put a link to that below. I also did a little bit of shopping this week. Surprise. So on Saturday, I met one of my very best friends from music college, Kate, who is also a sewer. She has been dressmaking like way longer than I have, but now we can enjoy that shared hobby. And we met up in Clapham and we went to Fabrics Galore, which I have not been to before, which is a great fabric shop. I actually find it quite difficult shopping for fabric in person. I get a bit overwhelmed if I don't have a clear plan. We did like 2 circuits of the shop before deciding what to buy. I was actually quite disciplined. I I could have bought a lot more for the sake of it, and then I was just like, no, you're going to the Stitch Festival at the weekend. Like, get a grip. So there was one fabric that I picked up, which I have never seen this print before. They had a lot of things that I have seen before, like really popular prints online and stuff. And they had really good selection of standards and also furnishing fabric. So if you're in the area, it's definitely worth popping in. The staff also really nice. But one I had not seen before was this cotton jersey with a Tokyo print on it. How cute is that? So the reason I was drawn to this is because we're currently planning our honeymoon. So we're getting married in October, and our honeymoon is we're going to have like a mini moon straight after, and then we're going to have our actual honeymoon next year, and we're planning on going to Japan. So we've been planning that at the minute, and I just saw this and I thought, I can't not buy it. It's so, what's the word? Kawaii, that Japanese word for something being really cute. And that's sort of what I thought. So I don't actually know what I'm going to make out of this. It's a lovely weight cotton jersey. I'm going to save it and then make something. It might be that I make PJs to take away with us. It might be that I make like, I don't know, it could just be a t-shirt, couldn't it? Or like a t-shirt dress or something like that. But I just couldn't leave it there. So that's what I bought at Fabrics Galore. As I said, they had a great selection. Especially some really fun prints. My friend wears very like bold colours and prints. She bought this like farmyard fabric, I think to make a dress. So yeah, so that's the shopping for this week. And then the last thing I was going to say was to do with the Stitch Festival. So I don't know if anyone else is planning on going. I'm going on Sunday. I always go on Sunday because it's I always work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And whenever I ask, no one else is ever going on the Sunday, so I'm Billy No Mates, always. But I think it's quite good because it tends to be a bit more quiet on the Sunday. And obviously you run the risk then that certain stuff might have sold out or whatever, but I think normally I've never struggled to get what I've wanted when I've been, you know. I think everyone's quite well stocked in the normal way, and if they're not, you don't know because the stuff's gone before you get there. So I try not to worry too much about it. But yeah, so I'm going on Sunday. One of my friends is hopefully coming with me. She's having some train issues for Sunday, but we're trying to work them out. But if you're going to be there on Sunday, let me know. Or if you go on another day and think, I've got a really good tip, let me know about that too. From my previous visits, the main thing I've learned is to go with at least a rough idea of things that you want to buy. Not that you'll necessarily stick to them, but I just find that the first time I went, I got so overwhelmed and I bought all sorts of random stuff. Like, I mean, stuff I liked and everything, but I bought without any sort of planning. Whereas when I went to the knitting and stitching show, I went with an idea of like, I need fabric for this, I need fabric for that. And it just focused the mind a lot more. So I've made sort of a rough list. I'm not desperately looking for anything. I think if I can find some fabric to make my own Frankie jacket, great. I also quite like to make some Peggy trousers, which is another favourite pattern. So if I can find the right fabric for that, great. And then I'm thinking a little bit about some wedding stuff, really. Making myself some pyjamas for the wedding. So I want them to be like woven pyjamas. Making myself maybe something to wear for the hen, if I can find some nice fabric. And also recently I sewed with organza for the first time. I really enjoyed that. So I think if I can find another nice organza fabric, I have sort of something in mind that I might like to make for a wedding guest dress, but it's dependent on finding the right fabric, so we'll see. But yeah, so that's my plan. I'm really looking forward to meeting different vendors, and I know it's really expensive for them to go to these shows, so that's why I've been holding off a little bit doing too much shopping in advance, because I want to be able to, you know, support the vendors that I like to support, the businesses that I enjoy. So I'm sort of saving it up so that I can have a bit of a spree at the Stitch Festival. Yeah, so that's how this week is looking. So yeah, it's not probably the most exciting Friday sews you've ever had, but hopefully it's given you an idea of what I've been up to this week. There will be a Stitch Festival video next week, so I might save it till Friday sews if I don't have time to film before. So I might sort of go through the Stitch Festival in my Friday Sews video. If I have time, I'll do a separate video before. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. And I also meant to say thank you so much for the new subscribers. I think from So Frugal, I've gained a few more, and I really appreciate that. So thank you for subscribing and liking and commenting and all of the things. It's really, really lovely. And it's super helpful as well. I hear some very helpful things in the comments about things I can do with my videos or with my makes or whatever. You're all so lovely. So I really appreciate that. I'm coming up to close to 1,000 followers now. I don't know how long, because I tend to find that I'll get like a burst of followers and then it'll really slow down. I think I'll do a little giveaway when I get to 1,000. I don't really know what the best way is to run a YouTube giveaway, but I'm going to have a little think. But yeah, just keep an eye out for that when I get there. I mean, it could be in a week, it could be in like 2 months, because sometimes it's very slow. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm babbling again. And have a great week, and do let me know if you're coming to the Stitch Festival, no matter what day. Let me know, especially if you're going to be there on Sunday, as I would love to say hello in person. All right, thanks so much.